everyone, it's David here, and welcome back to another Wizard101 video. Hope everyone has had a fantastic day. So today we have some news to talk about. This happened a few days ago, but I didn't really get to it until now. But basically, KingsIsle has plans to double their workforce, double their staff from about 80 employees to about 150 employees, as well as double their office space. So they're currently in about a 19,000 square foot studio in Round Rock, and they're going to be upgrading to a 33,000 square foot office. And this is actually going to be a photo of what their new office is going to look like, which is really cool. It looks like a really nice fancy office building, at least from the outside. So that's really great to see. You know, it's great to see that KingsIsle is expanding. You know, that was kind of expected when they were bought out by MGI, just because you know, when you're getting bought out by bigger pockets, you know, you tend to expand, you know, just because now there's more funding that's backing your project. Now it actually says here that they are planning to create 150 jobs, which would include the retention of the company's 80 local employees. Now that phrase is worded a little bit funny. What they're saying is basically they have 80 employees and they're gonna hire 70 more, so they're basically gonna double their staff. But the way that they worded that, you know, it can be misconstrued as people thinking that they're gonna hire 150 more, which is not the case. So that's just very interesting that how they phrase that. But you know, I definitely understand the way that you want to do these press conferences. You want to be positive, put a positive spin on it. So I definitely understand that. The positions will include a diverse workforce of software engineers, developers, and headquarters and administrative functions, with an average salary of $85,000 per year and offering full benefits. So that's good to see. You know, it's definitely good to see a diverse workforce. You know, I wanted to mention this a while ago, but I just never got to it. But the KingsIsle lives that they do is not the best look, just because it's like literally a panel of 9 people and everyone is white. And it's not a good look. Like little kids, they won't even notice because this is kind of subconscious stuff. But like older players like myself, we definitely do notice that. And it's not the best look. But you know, I do understand that. You know, it's gaming industry, kind of a niche industry. On top of that, it's a smaller office, right? It's not like a Blizzard, you know. So, you know, I do understand the circumstances around that, but. You know, I think you can attract some more diverse talent, especially with $85,000 a year. That's a lot of money. I understand programmers are supposed to make that much and even more, but that's a lot of money. You should be able to attract a more diverse workforce. Now, what does this mean for Wizard101? I'm not sure, because during the last KingsIsle Live, they did mention that they kind of want to, you know, expand Pirate, and they mentioned that when they talked about adding staff. And you know, I'm just going to say this as far as Pirate 101 goes, because, you know, just full disclosure, I am a Wizard101 player. I tried Pirate 101, didn't like it, and then stopped playing. So that's just full disclosure. That's my opinion is going to come from the standpoint of me playing Pirate and not liking Pirate. I would just be very careful about Pirate 101. Pirate 101 doesn't necessarily make sense. It doesn't make sense because it's a game that's similar to Wizard101. It's similar enough that if Pirate were to shut down, I don't think you will lose that many players. Like if Pirate were to shut down, the player base of Pirate, they're probably mostly already playing Wizard. But if they're not, they're gonna move to Wizard because the games are so similar, right? There's nothing else like Pirate and Wizard out there. Whereas if you shut down Wizard, which I know they're never gonna do, but just hypothetically speaking, if they were to shut down Wizard players are not gonna move to Pirate, right? I'm personally never gonna, like, if they shut Wizard101 down, again, I know it's not gonna happen, but I'm just saying hypothetically if that happens, I'm not moving to Pirate. So if that makes sense, right? They're similar enough to the point where if you shut Pirate down, I know this might be an unpopular opinion because a lot of people say they like Pirate. I've spoke to a lot of people that say they really love Pirate. They think it's better than Wizard, but they never play Pirate. Like, I literally know these people never play Pirate. They just say they like it more than Wizard. But the point is, what I'm saying is, Now, that could just be because of no updates or whatever, but I don't think so. I mean, these people are maxed out pirates. But what my point was, the point I was getting to is, if you shut pirate down, you probably wouldn't lose any revenue, but you'll save a lot of money as far as, like, you'll no longer pay the servers to maintain pirate. You'll no longer have to pay the staff for pirate. I know they probably fired all the pirate staff anyways, but my point is, I'm not sure if that's the best business decision, because, like, another thing you have to keep in mind is Wizard and Pirate, they're competitors of each other, so it doesn't really make sense that you're maintaining two games that are kind of in competition with each other, right? It's like if Konami made another dual card game. It doesn't really make sense because it's gonna compete with Yu-Gi-Oh, right? I get Pirate's not exactly the same as Wizard, but it's really similar, and it's kind of competing with each other, and it doesn't really make sense. And if you shut it down, you're gonna make more money, net money, because you're gonna have less in the expense column, while pretty much keeping the same in the income column. I know that's really brutal to say, but you know, business is just brutal, and that's the facts, at least in my opinion, right? I just think I think you should be very careful diversifying resources, because you have to keep in mind, you know, you have to learn something from that mobile games fiasco, which was a massive disaster and probably cost Wizard101 its place. Wizard101, if you had put the money that you put into mobile games into Wizard101 instead throughout these years, it could have been up there. It could have been up there with, you know, League. Well, yeah, you know, somewhat up there with League, up there with World of Warcraft, up there with the big dogs, right? But instead, you're still, you know, kind of stuck in the middle. Whereas if you had just invested into Wizard101, you would see massive returns, right? You know, your one great product is Wizard101, and there's nothing wrong with that. Konami's one great product is Yu-Gi-Oh, and there's nothing wrong with that, because Yu-Gi-Oh is one of the most successful games in the history of the world, right? As far as popularity, as far as the money it generated, there's nothing wrong with just having one really, really big blockbuster game, right? So I would just be very careful. Like, hopefully you learn something from the mobile games fiasco. Pirate 101, in my opinion, is a distraction, and I know a lot of Pirate fans are not happy to hear that, but you know, that's just my opinion, not just from a gamer point of view, but also from a business point of view, right? I'm a businessman myself, right? You know, I'm a landlord. I run businesses. I'm not a millionaire, but you know, I have plans to become a millionaire in the next 2 years, right? So I know a little bit of what I'm talking about, and if I was, you know, has some kind of say in this, I would just shut Pirate down. Again, I know that's not a popular opinion, but I would just be very careful diversifying resources into Pirate, because at the end of the day, where do you think you're getting that resource from? Like, if you're hiring engineers to work on Pirate, where do you get the money to pay those engineers? Like something that people don't really think about, but if you think about it, that money is coming from Wizard101 revenue, right? Like, you cannot just take money you make from Wizard101 and then use that money to invest into another game. That's just insane to me. That's literally, if you do that, that just means you didn't learn your lesson. Because from the mobile games fiasco, what they did was they took the money they made from Wizard101 and they used that money and paid engineers to work on mobile games. Right? So just don't do that again, right? If Pirate makes enough money to hire some engineers to work on Pirate, all good, right? More power to you. But do not take money from Wizard101 and put it into Pirate, because that would be repeating the same mistake that you made with the mobile games fiasco. Whoops. Alright, well, that's the comments for you. But that's basically it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Now, as far as if you're wondering why I haven't been, you know, that active, I did just get a job that I'm going to be starting in the beginning of January. I couldn't turn it down. This job was paying more than any other job that I had by a good margin, and I could not turn it down. For those of you that kind of know me personally, I kind of quit working for about 9 months because I had made enough money to retire for about a year. Honestly, I don't even have to work for probably the next year, but I'm choosing to work because I have big plans, and I want to be a millionaire in the next 2 years. So in order to work towards that, it would help if I had another stream of income. So, you know, I'm going to be working. You know, I wanted to stream PvP for Wiz, and I'm probably still going to, but it's just not going to be. I originally thought I was going to go hard at streaming once I get all the gears, but little did I know, I got all the gears, but I would end up, you know, finding an opportunity that I couldn't pass by. So that's basically that. But again, I still do plan on streaming. I originally wanted to stream on YouTube and Twitch, but it's probably just going to be on YouTube now, just because I don't think I had the time to start from scratch a Twitch channel. So if you're interested in, you know, Paragon, Max PvP streams, you know, definitely subscribe and click the bell button so you're notified. I don't even know when I'm going to stream, but I do know that whenever I do decide to stream, you'll get notified if you have the bell turned on. But that's basically it for this video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, and I'll see you in the next one. Until next time, see ya.